Annelise and I directed Matilda Maladroit, and this is my director's commentary. To begin with, I looked at the typical conventions of teenage comedies which tend to involve the main character being a female girl or of similar age range to the target audience, and they tend to make a fool of themselves during the film. They also tend to be set in schools or have themes of high schools, and they tend to include a dilemma or problem that is resolved during the content of the film. I found a couple of other films that I would count as similar to mine in terms of teenage comedy magic sort of side to it, which are Freaky Friday, which is directed by Mark Waters, which was made in 2003, and Just My Luck by Donald Petrie in 2006. These films influenced my decisions of how to portray the magical twist in my short film. For example, in Freaky Friday they use a wobbly effect to portray her change happening, whereas in Enchanted they use effects to make her change appear without the use of not seeing her actually happen. In mine I used an effect from Final Cut Express to display that something was happening. I also used an effect to make the time go faster by rippling the image of the clock and moving it to a new scene in my production. I think that by doing this and by having a storyline that involves a twist such as this, it develops the normal teenage conventions. I think that I have used the typical forms and conventions of real media products by immediately introducing the main character at the beginning, which is a common theme in teenage comedies, such as other films like Freaky Friday. There's an effective way to get the audience's attention straight away on the main character, and in my short film I also used the typical convention of having a female age the same age as the target audience. And I did this because it is one of the most prominent conventions of teenage comedies, and it allows the target audience to relate better to the character. I think that my short film challenges the usual forms and conventions because my genre tends to include a dilemma in them or a problem that is resolved during the content of the film, but mine challenges this because it has a dilemma. However, it is not anything to do with your typical teenage comedy. It's not about friendships or boys. It's like about magic changing a person.
I feel so stupid all the time. I wish that just for one day I could be normal, no clumsiness at all, and then everyone else could experience how I feel all the time. I can't help it, it's who I am, but for just one day.
I think that my audience feedback has helped me to complete my project because a lot of the ideas in my short film have been developed from audience feedback. My first piece of audience feedback was a questionnaire that I created to try and gain some understanding of what the target audience would like or want to see in the film. The target audience being aimed at teenagers in general, but possibly mainly girls, that would probably enjoy other films such as Freaky Friday, as I've said earlier. But my questionnaire consisted of 4 questions, which were: what is the clumsiest thing you've ever done? If a story was based around a really clumsy girl, what would you name it? Do you like the idea of turnaround magic in a film? What would you like to see in a film? From my questionnaire I got some really good responses, but which I used some of them in my short film, such as the clumsy incidents.
You right, mate?
I also asked 2 teenagers to view my short film, a female aged 15 and a male aged 13. The verdict, in short, was that the film was entertaining but a little boring at times. Both had not seen any planning for the film at all and were of the target audience.